You ready? Let's go. 2-minute daily devo for Tuesday, March 8th. I'm in the New International Reader's Version today, and our verse of the day comes in the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 20. I want to give you a little context here. This portion of scripture from verse 10 on through the rest of the chapter here in Proverbs 31 is known as the Proverbs 31 woman. That's what people have called it. That's what women have talked about at women's conferences, and it's preached, in churches, the Proverbs 31 woman. And this is something that women can aspire to be like, and this is something that God is telling them. And there's something, though, that I think all of us can learn from this. We're going to get to it, but it starts out, it talks about who can find an excellent woman. It says that she is worth far more than rubies. And it goes on to talk about her business acumen, how she buys and sells, and she's a good businesswoman. She takes care of her family. She is, takes care of their needs as well. But then in verse 20, our verse of the day, it gets to what I think is useful for not only for all the women, but also for us as men. Something all of us as followers of Jesus Christ should adopt as part of our lives. Here's our verse of the day. It says this: she opens her arms to those who are poor. She reaches out her hands to those who are needy. This is something that we need to aspire to have in our lives, because you know what? This is what Jesus did. Jesus always was one to reach his arms out to those that were down and out, those that were outcast, those that were considered less than by society. Jesus was one to reach out to those that were poor. And he told us, you need to take care of the poor. You need to reach out to them and love on them and help them. And that's exactly what it says. She reaches out her hand to those that are needy. It's one thing for us to see them and say, oh, God bless those poor people that don't have anything. But it's another thing for us to actually take that next step and reach out our arms in help to those people, to give them the food, the clothes that they need, to try to share the gospel with them. That's the most important thing. That's why we want to make sure that not only are we trying to meet their physical needs, but also their spiritual needs. So I'm going to encourage you today, the men and the women. Yes, ladies, if you want to read the rest of this is something you can aspire to do and pray and ask God to help you to become this kind of woman. But for all of us, we need to be those that reach out to the poor and needy and lend a hand to help them, because you know what? That's what Jesus did. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.